Greetings, Ms. Russmann, and welcome to Inside the Chambers.
Thank you. Greetings as well, and let me also wish you a Happy New Year.
Thank you. First things first, how did KAS initially become involved in this strategic plan?
Well, let me start by explaining a little bit the journey that we have undertaken with the Parliament. So we have a long-standing relationship with the Namibian Parliament, and the Namibian Parliament is one of our strongest development partners. And when you collaborate, projects came up, and the strategic plan 2023-27 is one of this long-term project. And in our views, it's important to draw a kind of plan, a kind of roadmap to see where are we, what are the strengths and the weaknesses of the Namibian Parliament, and what are our goals. And it speaks very much to the mandate of the Konrad-Adenauer Foundation, which is to promote democracy, rule of law, and justice. And let me also mention the strengthening of the role of Parliament in Namibia. It's also speaking to the development plan in the country, which is NDP5, Harambee Plan, the second Harambee Plan, and Vision 2030. So there are a lot of visions linked together, and the major goal and target is to strengthen the Parliament, to strengthen the separation of power, but also, and this is the key part of it, to take the public with. We are talking about participative democracy. That means that also the public have an access to what's happening inside the Parliament. And we as Konrad-Adenauer Foundation, we have a great or big interest in strengthening the Parliament, because it's the key element, the core element in a democracy.
What was KAS' role in shaping this strategic plan?
Mm-hmm. What was our role in this strategic plan? Let me point out that this strategic plan, or the National Assembly Strategic Plan 2023-27, is an initiative, of course, from the Namibian Parliament. We are a supportive partner. So our role was in ensuring collaboration, ensuring meetings, cooperation, and also communication in implementing and drafting this plan. It was a kind of, nothing that could be done very quickly. So we need the cooperation from many stakeholders inside the Parliament as well. Many departments has to be engaged. We all had the approach that it's going to be a plan that's inclusive. And, inclusivity needs time and much more effort. And I would like also to emphasize that we had a great support also from the National Speaker of the Parliament.
Were there any challenges or opportunities discovered, and how did you address them for the effectiveness of the plan?
Well, the biggest challenge was, of course, to secure this cooperation in terms of time. So it took longer than we predicted to launch this strategic plan, because the calendar and the schedule of the National Assembly is quite tight and demanding, and so that was not always easy to have everybody on board. But at the end, we succeeded, and I would say that this is the major challenges during the process. But of course, the main challenges came up when we are about to implement that plan. And it's also good to have this plan, because, as I mentioned earlier, the Parliament isn't static. Its members change. We are close to the election now, and after the election we might have a new Member of Parliament. And as we're all aware of, Member of Parliaments are kind of a mirror of the society, and their level of education, background, and so forth are so different. So we all have to take them on board, and it's also a learning institute somehow. So that's why we needed to see what are really the goals, what has to be achieved, and where are the common level And we have to be all on the same page. And there's a lot to need to be done in future in terms of IT, technology, in terms of management, organization, and also to secure the cooperation from different areas, and mainly also to make sure that this oversight function can really be actively be executed and not just on the paper. And there's still few things need to be done. And the good thing, let me mention that also, is that here in Namibia we are able to criticize, to monitor and to evaluate, and to say also openly in public, okay, these are the weaknesses, let's work on it.
Now, you have worked with Parliament on this project. How would you advise them on ways they can monitor the implementation of this plan?
Mm-hmm. First of all, it needs a kind of also to stick to the values, which is integrity, which is also patriotism, which is also commitment. So this is because, I mean, at the end, there are human beings who are about to implement it. It's not going to be done automatically. So it needs a commitment of each and everyone in the Parliament. Also a sort of long life learning. So we all have to get adapt to certain new tools. For example, like using electronic online tools, and also to be more interactive with the public. And it's important to evaluate it also in the short term, while we are moving on towards the implementation. To look at it, not just after the period ends or the terms end, but also in smaller portions of time, and then quickly also to readdress the thing and to look again into the guideline. What have we been concluded, and are we really on the track? Mm-hmm. And this, I think, is really important.
Mm-hmm. Now, besides this strategic plan, are there any areas that KAS is working with Parliament?
Yes, thank you very much for that question. There are many areas we engage with the Namibian Parliament, and let me also stress on that we are also engaging with the National Council, so not just, it's a two-chamber house, so we are working with both chambers together. There are many areas, and there's still a lot of things need to be done. For instance, we are looking forward to implement a kind of a stronger research department or unit, an independent research unit. That would be nice to have something like this, because it's about upskilling of the member of parliaments. We all know they have different backgrounds, but they have to decide in this country about really complex issues, green hydrogen, for instance, or difficult matters every day, and you cannot expect that they are knowledge about all these issues. Some of them are academics, some of them are none, and this is correct because, as I said, they are a mirror and of the society represented there. So they also need their adversary, someone to advise, and kind of library as well. And that is one part. And also we are looking closer to the implementation of the e-Parliament. That is also one goal. Capacity building in general, and visibility. That's very important. Also to take the younger generation, the youth, and let's start by students and by learners, bring them closer to Parliament, and we take every chance to introduce them, even just to have a tour to see, interesting, what happening here, and that educates the nation. And I think in that areas we are quite busy in, and it's not something that's going to end tomorrow.
Thank you so much, Ms. Russmann, for being here on Inside the Chambers. We do appreciate your insights and expertise.
Most welcome to the audience.